Your comfort zone isn't just a cozy blanket. It's a slow-acting poison to your potential. We've been fed a sugary lie, the idea that avoiding discomfort leads to happiness. Sound familiar? Think about it. We'll scroll mindlessly for an hour but won't commit 10 minutes to that one thing that actually makes us sweat. That's not living, that's just hiding. My name is Sunde, and today we're tearing down that lie. Secret 1. The expiration date of safe. What if I told you your comfort zone has an expiry date, just like that questionable yogurt in your fridge? The world isn't waiting. Industries pivot, relationships evolve, and staying exactly where you are isn't safe. It's the riskiest move you can make. It's an illusion of safety, silently making you more vulnerable. We avoid challenges thinking we're preventing problems. But what if you're just guaranteeing they'll be Godzilla-sized when they finally show up? Every day you pick ease over growth, your capacity to handle difficulty actually shrinks. Every valuable skill you own, learning to walk, riding a bike, having that excruciatingly honest conversation, all happened when you stepped outside that flimsy bubble. Secret 2. Your brain's ancient prank. Here's the funny part. Your brain, bless its overprotective heart, is wired for survival, not for you to absolutely thrive. It's stuck in the Stone Age. It literally can't tell the difference between a saber-toothed tiger and that awkward networking event. This ancient alarm system, managed by your amygdala, treats public speaking with the same urgency as an actual predator. Psychologists call it negativity bias. Your brain spots threats 5 times faster than opportunities. It's constantly scanning for what could go wrong, not what could go right. Ever spent 3 hours meticulously planning a workout, only to skip the 20 push-ups? Yeah, your brain would rather plan than do. That stress response that saved your ancestors from actual lions is now sabotaging your LinkedIn profile. When you approach something challenging, heart pounding, palms sweating, your brain screams, "Danger!" But here's the breakthrough. You can totally hack this system. Discomfort isn't danger. It's just growth trying to break free. It's all about interpretation.
Secret 3. The antifragile advantage, your biological cheat code. Your body is literally designed to get stronger from stress. Why do we forget this applies beyond muscles? When you lift weights, you create tiny tears in muscle fibers. Your body doesn't just repair them, it rebuilds them stronger. That's called supercompensation. This isn't just for your biceps. Your bones get denser, your cardiovascular system more efficient, your immune system fortifies. So why on earth would your mind be any different? We willingly pay to stress our muscles at the gym, then avoid every other form of beneficial discomfort in life. What kind of logic is that? Your neural pathways strengthen when challenged. Your emotional resilience builds through manageable stress. Your problem-solving abilities sharpen when faced with complex situations. This is the anti-fragile principle. Systems that don't just resist stress, but actually gain strength from it. It's like a vaccine for life's inevitable curveballs. Cold showers make you more resilient. Fasting makes you metabolically flexible. Difficult conversations make you a communication ninja. The pattern is everywhere. Controlled exposure to manageable stress creates adaptation and growth. The keyword is controlled. You're not seeking trauma. You're seeking your personal sweet spot where stress becomes strengthening, not destructive. Secret 4. The micro-discomfort method. Tiny triumphs, massive impact. You don't need to climb Everest to build resilience. You just need to start small. Start so small that your brain can't even mount a proper resistance. The micro-discomfort method is elegantly simple. Choose one small, uncomfortable thing every single day. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Have that slightly awkward conversation you've been dreading. Do 10 push-ups when you'd rather binge-watch cat videos. Why does this seemingly trivial stuff work? Your brain learns through repeated low-stakes exposure that discomfort isn't a death sentence. Each small act of courage builds undeniable evidence that you can handle more than you think. It's funny how we'll scroll for hours through content we don't even like, but 10 minutes of focused meditation feels impossible. What's up with that, Sunday Poo? Micro-discomfort training is like compound interest for your confidence. Call instead of text. Speak up in meetings. Try a new food. The goal isn't to suffer, it's to gradually and sustainably expand your comfort zone. Within weeks, those overwhelming things will start to feel routine. You're not becoming someone different, you're simply becoming who you already were, underneath all that self-imposed fear.
Secret 5. Reframe resistance, your inner GPS to growth. That feeling of resistance, it's not your enemy. It's your internal GPS, pointing directly towards your next growth opportunity. Most people treat resistance like a brick wall, but what if it's actually a flashing growth ahead sign? Think about any skill you've ever developed. The resistance was strongest right before the breakthrough. Discomfort isn't proof that something is wrong, it's proof that something is working. Your system is adapting, evolving. Your body sends the same alert signals for growth and danger, because in the moment they feel identical. The difference is context and choice. When you voluntarily lean into a challenge, you're telling your nervous system, hey, this is growth, not survival, chill out. We'll wait 30 minutes for mediocre takeout, but won't spend 30 minutes on something that scares us. Yet the thing that scares us is often the very thing that would actually nourish us. Instead of asking, how can I avoid this discomfort, start asking, what is this discomfort trying to teach me? Resistance transforms from a limitation into invaluable information. That nagging, I don't want to do this feeling, translate it as, this is absolutely crucial for my growth. The stronger the resistance, the bigger the potential breakthrough. Learning to distinguish between productive discomfort and destructive discomfort is a superpower that transforms everything. Secret 6. The progressive overload principle. Level up your life. Just like in the gym, life requires progressive overload for continuous growth. You can't lift the same feather-light weights forever and expect to get stronger. Start with challenges that feel manageable, maybe a 6 out of 10 on your personal difficulty scale. As those become comfortable, gradually increase the intensity. Your capacity will expand to meet the demands you place on it. What's fascinating is how your brain adapts. Set the bar low and it adapts to low performance. Set it progressively higher and it rises to meet each new standard. Avoiding hard things is like never lifting weights and then wondering why you can't bench press a small car. Your comfort zone doesn't expand by accident, it expands by design. Ever noticed how conquering one fear suddenly makes the next one seem less terrifying? That's progressive overload in action. This principle applies everywhere: relationships, career, fitness, creative projects. Each level of difficulty you master prepares you for the next. The key is finding your edge, that sweet spot where you're challenged but not overwhelmed. Too easy? No growth. Too hard? Burnout. Right at the edge, that's where transformation lives. Track your progress like an athlete. What felt impossible last month should feel manageable this month. That's your system working its magic.
Secret 7. The courage compound effect. Bravery is a muscle. Courage isn't some grand, heroic, once-in-a-lifetime moment. It's a daily practice that compounds over time. Every small act of bravery makes the next one easier. Here's what nobody tells you. Courage is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Each time you choose the harder path, you're literally rewiring your brain to see challenge as opportunity.
Start with micro-courages. Speaking up in a meeting, trying that weird new food, taking that cold shower, having that slightly uncomfortable conversation. These might seem trivial, but they are profoundly powerful. You are building what psychologists call efficacy beliefs, undeniable evidence that you can handle challenges. Your brain keeps a running tally of your successes and failures. When you consistently choose courage over comfort, even in small ways, you're building an unshakable foundation of self-trust. We spend more time researching which show to binge than actually planning our personal growth. Priorities, anyone? Courage compounds faster than comfort ever could. Every avoided challenge makes the next one seem harder. Every embraced challenge makes the next one seem more manageable. You're either building momentum towards growth or momentum towards stagnation. Within months of consistent, small, brave acts, you'll find yourself attempting things that would have terrified you before. You didn't become fearless. You became fear-friendly. Confidence isn't born from avoiding hard things. It's born from doing hard things. This creates a beautiful upward spiral. Courage leads to confidence, which enables greater courage, which builds deeper confidence. Secret 8. The Productive Failure Framework. Falling forward. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the raw material for success. Every master was once a disaster who just kept going. The Productive Failure Framework has 3 parts: attempt boldly, analyze honestly, and adjust intelligently. Most people get stuck on attempt boldly because they're terrified of the outcome. Here's the secret. You're not trying to avoid failure. You're trying to fail faster and cheaper. Each failure contains invaluable information about what doesn't work, bringing you closer to what does. Think about learning to ride a bike. You didn't succeed by avoiding falls. You succeeded by falling safely and getting back up. Adult life is the same, but we've forgotten how to fall safely. The most successful people aren't those who never fail. They're those who fail the most efficiently. They extract maximum learning from minimum damage. Reframe every failure as an expensive education. That difficult conversation that went poorly? You learned something crucial about communication. That project that flopped? You learned something vital about planning. The goal isn't perfection, it's progression. Every iteration makes you stronger, smarter, and more resilient.
Secret 9. Build your challenge ritual. Automate your growth. Doing hard things can't be left to fickle motivation. It needs to become a system. Motivation gets you started, but ritual keeps you going. Your challenge ritual should be as consistent as brushing your teeth. Same time, same mindset, same unwavering commitment to growth over comfort. This isn't about willpower, it's about architecture. Here's the framework. Choose one daily challenge, one weekly challenge, and one monthly challenge. Keep them specific, measurable, and just slightly uncomfortable.
We'll spend hours discussing TV shows, but avoid talking about our real challenges and growth. Imagine if those conversations became the norm in your community. Mind-blowing. Accountability partners change everything. When someone else knows about your commitment, backing down becomes significantly harder. But choose carefully. You want encouragement, not judgment. The right community doesn't just support your growth, it expects it. They create an environment where choosing the harder path feels natural and necessary. You've moved beyond just surviving hard things. Now you can thrive because of them. This is what antifragile looks like. At this level, you start seeking out challenges that will stretch you. You become curious about your limits rather than afraid of them. You ask questions like, what would Sunday attempt if he knew he couldn't fail? And then you realize that the attempting itself is the success. Here's the beautiful irony. By learning to do hard things, your life actually becomes easier. Not because challenges disappear, but because your capacity to handle them expands infinitely. The person you were at the beginning of this journey would be amazed by what you now consider routine. You've developed what researchers call a growth identity. Your sense of self is tied to learning and developing. Rather than avoiding failure or maintaining comfort, this identity completely reshapes how you face life's inevitable challenges. Continue this practice for life. Keep seeking appropriate challenges. Keep expanding your comfort zone. Keep proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. The goal was never to eliminate difficulty, it was to transform your relationship with it. You've learned to do hard things. Now, go do them. If you found these secrets from SunDecode helpful, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into specific strategies for mastering emotional resilience, our next video will reveal a breakthrough technique that neuroscientists are calling a game changer for anyone facing high-stress situations. Don't miss it.